What's up, my Yu-Gi-Oh family? It's your boy Roberto with the Yu-Gi-Oh Sportscenter, and I'm back with my top tier Altergeist deck profile. Um, I've really been looking into Altergeist, and I've seen that a lot of new cards are coming out and stuff like that. The deck got much better. I do think we will see some Altergeist decks topping regionals and stuff like that in the near future. I still don't think it's a top deck of the format like Cash Tier and Runic and stuff like that. But I do believe there will be some good Altergeist players that manage to take the deck to the next level. And this is a starting point. This isn't a great list. This isn't the best list in the world. But for those of you wanting to play Altergeist, this is some kind of starting point. You don't have to play this exact list, but I've been planning on Dueling Book, and I've been doing pretty good with it. But I always do better. I like it so far. So without further ado, let's get into it. So start off with the 40 card main deck. We have one manifestation. You just don't need to at no point. And like I said, you can recycle that one. There's no point in playing two of those. It's really a waste of time. I see some people play two. I definitely but not see anybody playing three manifestation. That's just disgusting. But I'm pretty sure somebody's going to play it out there, play three of them for some odd reason. Moving on, play three Marionetter. You have to play that. You always want to see this card in your hand. It just does so much, whether it's going first, second, whatever. This card just does a lot. Even mid duel, it does a lot for you if you have a multi-faker engraved. Not even necessarily a multi-faker, but just any other Altergeist engraved. This card can really get you going. I love seeing Marionetter in my opening hand if I'm going first too. Very good card. Obviously, three multi-faker. If you're playing less than three, I don't know. You're just a guy. I've seen people play two of them. They feel like two is all that's needed. I'm definitely playing three, especially with Cash Tier being a deck right now and banishing cards and stuff like that. I don't see why you wouldn't play three. But of course, there's going to be somebody that makes it work with just two of them. You could possibly play two. I'm not saying two is not a possibility, but me personally, I would play three multi-faker. I see no point in playing two. You don't gain anything from it to me unless you're trying to squeeze something else in the deck. Three Milliseek. Definitely have to play three of these. This card can help break boards, get you to your engine cards that you need. It does a lot for you. I really like this little guy. But I have seen people cutting it down to two. I like it at three. If you were to cut it to two, that's your decision. But again, I just feel like these are the main core at the top, the original Altergeist monsters, and they're always going to be the best ones to me. That could be just my bias, but it works for me. You can play what works for you, but it works for me. Two Siliquist. I could see this at one. You don't have to play three. You don't have to play two, but it does hurt if you do lose that one because this is an interruption during your opponent's turn and on your turn. Like this card really can, once you get this rolling, the bouncing effect rolling and everything else that you have, all the other Altergeist cards, it's really hard to beat Altergeist once you get it growing. So if you were to lose one and you're only playing one, that shit sucks really bad. And I don't think nobody wants to be dealing with a whole bunch of bull crap like playing only one Siliquist and losing it and then having to figure out other ways to win, which you can, just not my cup of tea. Two Protocol, I think two is good. I could see you playing one, but I just, again, one of those cards, you can be added back, but I feel more comfortable playing two of them because I always want this to be on field because it protects your Altergeist monsters from being negated and stuff like that. And it works very, very well with the skill drain, stuff like that. It's a very good card. A monster negate, triggers multi-faker. This is the heart and soul of the deck to me. If you play it right, depends on how you play it, guys. So two Protocol for me. I could play one. If I were to break off of it and just kept drawing two of them or whatever, then I would more than likely take one out. But that's a card you could side out too. So you could side down to one if you're going second, however you want to do it. But I definitely feel comfortable playing 2, but you can always side one out going second. 3, Extravagance. The reason I play Extravagance over Prosperity and Potter Duality is I don't really think I brick with the deck. And my thing with Altergeist, playing a trap deck, I just want to have more cards than you do. More cards. I'm not digging for cards. I just want to have more cards than you do. So card advantage makes a huge difference because you want to set more than you want to just keep setting cards. So getting that +2 and you don't really need your extra deck like that plays a huge role. So extravagance, 3 extravagance over prosperity and duality. That is my reasoning because I don't care for digging for cards. I just want card advantage. 3 imperm, self-explanatory. That just helps trigger your fake or turn 1. No reason not to play 3 of those. Skill drain. This combo right here is deadly. Skill drain is so good in Altergeist when you have the right board up, and you can literally win duels like that. So I don't want to play 3 because I just feel like 3 can be cloggy at times. And I tried 3 and I was drawing like 2, and it was just a mess. I didn't like it. I think it's fine at 2. Even sometimes if I'm going second, sometimes I'll side it out or side one out. But I think 2 skill drain is perfect, guys. You could test 3 if you want to, but you'll see how cloggy it is. I think 2 is good. It's been working good for me and it's been getting the job done. Moving on to punishment. Don't want to play 3. I don't feel like 3 is needed. 2 works just fine for me. But punishment is like one of the better traps that are on Altergeist that you can play in the deck. Helps you from dying. It keeps you alive. And, you're going to pop 2 almost every time, depending on the monster. So, 2 punishment. I was thinking about running the Dogmatica engine, but I changed my mind last minute and decided not to. But I really, really like punishment and Altergeist. It's really good, especially if you're triggering Faker and you go to Siliquist. That's 3 cards initially you're getting off the board. So, I mean, I've seen people play 3 punishment, which I don't see a big issue with it. You could play 3, but I play 2 on my build and I like it. I think 2 is just fine. I like it. Moving on, 3 personal spoofing. I don't even really have to explain that. This right here just does so much for you. It sucks when it gets ash, but besides that, personal spoofing is a mandatory in Altergeist. I feel like it's a mandatory at 3. I couldn't even argue why someone would not play 3 personal spoofing, or that's just me. Moving on, I play 1 Karma Canning. This card really comes in the clutch a lot. I was playing 2 of them. I cut it down to 1 because I had to make room for some other cards. And I just feel like, 1 is okay because, like I said, you don't want too many of the same traps in your hand. So 1 is fine. But this card comes in clutch because it flips all monsters face down, stops you from getting OTK. And if they have link monsters, they have to send the link monsters. Even if a monster is unaffected by card effects, a lot of people don't know this. They still have to send for this because this does not affect the monster. It affects the player. So it forces that player to send, even if that monster says unaffected by, card effects or whatever. If it's Raptor Raider, whatever it's called, card that I have in my extra deck on right here. Ultimate Falcon, it would still get sent because it's not affecting the monster, it's affecting the player. 2 anti-spell. Anti-spell is very good right now against cash. Going first or second anti-spell is still good because a lot of people are keeping cards in their hand and not, just throwing everything up on the board. Anti-spell is so powerful right now, guys. I just feel like, this is a card that catches people off guard when you actually main deck it. They're not expecting it. It's a very powerful card against the best deck right now, which is Cash Tier. Definitely, this is something you don't have to play, though. You can always put 2 other traps in place of anti-spell. But this is my personal preference. This is what I chose to play. And this is what's been working for me on Dueling Book and been helping me win games. Definitely like anti-spell. 2 evenly in the main. You want to have some kind of going second cards. Evenly triggers multi-faker. And it destroys so many decks right now. A lot of decks just can't play around evenly match. And this right here is just so OP in a lot of matchups. evenly matched. Not even just in Altergeist, but in other decks, you should be playing evenly matched. Whether it's side deck or main deck, evenly matched should be there. And then I have some of the newer Altergeist, Malice. This card is added. You can special summon. If this card is known to special summon, you can target an Altergeist monster in your graveyard, except for this card, special summon in the defense position. For the rest of the turn, you cannot activate its effect. This card is broke. Um, I love it. I love it. It just gives Altergeist another powerful card. Just think personal spoofing, melody. Like it's just so many. It just works with so many different cards. This card is a very strong card, guys. And I feel like everybody, if you're playing Altergeist, you should definitely be playing. I don't know if you play how many to play yet, so I'm still testing whether I want to play 1, 2, or 3. Right now, I have it at 2, but I'm still trying to figure out the deck, trying to figure out what's working, what's not working. So the list isn't perfect, but it's working right now. But I may make some changes to it. So right now, I'm playing 2 of them. I'm playing 2 Pukari. I like this card also. Again, one of those cards I'm still trying to figure out how many I want to play. I'm playing 2 right now, but you can use this as link material from the hand with another Altergeist monster. Very, very good. It makes the Altergeist turn 1 boards much better than what it originally was, guys. So you can do a lot more Altergeist than what you previously could do before with cards like this. Like I said, I don't know if I want to play 2, 3, or 1 yet. I'm still learning the list. Next up, Concrete. I just put this in recently. We're gonna see how it works. I don't know. I like it because it has the negate effect part. And you can keep negating it. I like it. It's we're gonna see. I'm gonna see how it works out. Play it a couple more games. And we'll see how it goes. To D-Berry. D-Berry punishes so many decks right now, and a lot of people don't expect it in the main deck. So I decided to play 2 of them, and then branded, cash tier, like so many different decks just lose to D-Berry. Just lose to it. So, you can't go wrong with it. D-Berry gets the job done. Rivalry. One rivalry. I wanted to play 2, but didn't have room for it. 1 is fine because sometimes it's good against decks, sometimes it's terrible against deck. So, playing 1 is not going to hurt you too bad. That could easily be something else. Just like, if you got something you feel that's better than D-Berry, you can play it. These are, optional, you guys. If you don't like them and you feel like there's something better, you can be playing maybe a Torrential or some more Carmen Cannons, Compulse, whatever you want to play. It can replace these, but that's what my decision was. That's what works for me, and that's what I like. And I feel like this is a better Altergeist deck. I've got gameplay on my page. So going on to the side deck, 3 Waking the Dragon. I mean, you're gonna need this. People are gonna be lightning storming you and all types of crap. And a lot of decks just lose to some of the cards I have in my extra deck, which I will get to with Waking the Dragon. 3 Solemn Judgment. You gotta watch out for the evenly lightning storm and stuff like that. So if you don't draw Waking the Dragon, you definitely want to have a Solemn Judgment face down to protect your back row. That's just common sense. I wouldn't main deck Solemn because it sucks going second, but going first, it does work. Harpy's Feather Duster, just in case I play against a back row deck and I don't want to sit there and grind it out all game long. I need something to wipe out some of those back rows, and then it might be that random guy that plays Royal Decree. You never know. 2 Dark Rulers. This deck is not very great at breaking boards going second or breaking very big boards. So you need something like Dark Ruler to help you push through. Dark Ruler is very helpful just because it's not even breaking the board, but you want to be able to activate your cards without them being negated and stuff like that. So Dark Ruler does it. Heavenly Prison. I played 2 in the side deck. I was main decking 2 of them. I did take them out and move them to the side. I don't feel like they're necessarily needed in the main deck because a lot of people aren't playing back row blowout in their main deck. So they're usually siding it. So game 2, or if I'm going first, that's something I would put in. But it just wasn't needed to be main deck. So I put in the side. And you only need 2. You don't need 3. 2 is just fine. 2 Torrential Tribute. Another trap that helps blow up the board. Sometimes Altergeist doesn't just always shoot out monsters on board. So you're usually not going to lose as much as your opponent. Torrential Tribute, and especially if you're going first, sometimes you don't even have a monster on board, and Torrential will really, really, kill your opponent if they're, getting greedy and they're pushing too hard. Torrential Tribute is definitely a card that will blow them out, especially if you have multi faker, trigger faker, and it's just over from there. Two Dark Holes helps break boards with, cards like Dark Ruler and stuff like that. I like the Dark Hole. I've seen Jeremy Mitchell play it in his cash tier list, and I just like, yeah, Dark Holes. Dark Holes even better than Regeki. Like I say, sometimes there are cards, Ibly or whatever they can have on your board, or Gimmick Puppet, stuff like that. That at the time, you can use Dark Hole to get rid of. Now to the extra deck, two Link Karibos, self-explanatory. I play Extravagance, so I want to play two. That's for my Link ones. And I play Relinquished. There's another Link one, two of those because, like I said, Extravagance. A lot of people still put cards in the wrong zone, and you can just use this to gobble it up. I've actually got a few people with it, and it feels so good because some people just don't think about it or they don't play around it. Two Elderly for the punishments. Um, Ultimate Falcon and Warrior from Another Planet. So this is the one I was talking about. A lot of people just can't play around when you bring it out because one, neither player can special summon monsters. It's like an automatic win for you. And he's 2300 attack, 2350 attack, 2300 defense. Like anytime I brought this out, it's an automatic win for me. Automatic. Automatic. So when people lightning storm your Awakening Dragon and they have nothing on board, they just lose. They can't special something. They just lose, and I love it. It's so frustrating for them too. They get very upset when they lose to this. And Ultimate Falcon is just, sometimes I've literally won because I was just stuck solely dependent on this Ultimate Falcon. Like I just had it on board. Like I had nothing else but an Ultimate Falcon on board. The dude cannot out it. I'm trying to think what deck he was playing. Was it? Was it Flunder? No, it wasn't Flunder. What the hell was it? I can't remember what it was. I think it was True Draco. I think I was playing True Draco deck. And he couldn't out Ultimate Falcon, and I just ended up beating him. I played two of these Altergeist and Dominion, and this is actually this is gonna go down to one. I don't need two of those. I'm even sure I have two in here. Yeah, this is some like I said, guys. I'm still learning the deck, trying to get comfortable with the build I want and what I want on my side and extra. Two of these Altergeist Prime Banshee. Altergeist Prime Banshee is getting way more play now, but the Altergeist deck has changed so much, and it's not what it used to be, solely dependent on the only Link monster, Hextissa. But now it's getting its play time, and I'm loving it. This card is great, guys. You definitely want to play it in the deck. Do not play it because you think it's still trash. This card kind of makes the extra deck run smoothly along with the main deck. Two Hextia, self-explanatory. Your magic and trap negate, easy to bring out now. Uh, Guys now easily gets into the extra deck way quicker and easier than before due to the new cards and just how the deck plays. It's much more different, guys. I'm telling you guys, you're going to love it way more than what it was before. And then we have lastly Guys Memory Grant. It's another Guys card, guys. So I mean, you don't have to play these, but I would suggest, like I said, I'm still learning the deck. I'm still figuring it out, and I'm going to see. I'm going to play a few more matches. I'll get updated deck list and take out what I like and what I don't like and put in different cards. But overall, this is my list. I love it. 40 cards, man. 40 card main deck. This is my extra, my side deck. This is what I like. This is what's been working for me on Dueling Book. And we're going to give it a little test hand real quick, guys. So we're going to go to Duel Room. Do solo mode. Hopefully we don't brick. All right, that's not bad. Protocol skill drain. That right there. This is the combo right here. You just win. You just literally just win, guys. Like this is insane, insane with these two. So that's what the deck does, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Let me know in the comment section what you think. How do you like this build? And we will see you on the next deck profile. Peace in the Middle East. Yugioh Sportscenter.